Your friend is no longer with her boyfriend, so you'll finally be able to go out with her. Golly. A girl's single best friend is the worst person she can ever have as a friend. They've been plotting behind your back, waiting on days like this to talk mad shit about what you do.
Gotcha.
He always takes you for granted. I can't believe you're still with him. You can do so much better. Lo and behold, they're so miserable because you're having the greatest relationship of your life. They're out there miserable because they can't find no one to take them seriously. She is plotting. She was praying for that day. I mean, look at the comments. It's a secret weapon. Why expose? Waiting for that day to come. Oh my God, even that chick is waiting. How to repost without reposting? Yeah, bruh. Just be on the lookout.
The reason why most ladies are single in Canada is not because of two things. So it's because the guys in Canada, they go back home, pick a woman and be in a relationship with her. I mean, they even go at lengths getting married to these women. Just because men, they have this natural thing. They just want to be the king. You understand? So when they are in Canada, and you as a lady, you're in Canada, they are earning the same money. Or maybe you are earning more than them. Or maybe you guys are even earning just something slightly different from each other. Men don't want it. They want a woman that will come, that they will just want to be a king over. They don't want something that, she's making more than me. No. Men don't like competition. So that's why they will go back home to pick that woman that they can control and say, okay, that I'm talking about African men. They'll say, yes, okay, what do you want?
Hey, whoa. Why do I feel targeted? I'm here thinking like, wait, which wife do I have back in Africa? That is like further from the truth. Maybe you guys will be dealing with those uncles that have those type of wives back home.
My wife and my girlfriend, my wife, sorry to say, I'm so sorry, my wife. Listen, I love you so much.
But these days, who's trying to get married to someone all the way back home and do long distance? Bro, I mean, the 90-day fiance thing kind of makes it look like all Africans are doing it. But me, I'm here thinking like, bro, what's this? You know what? Let me let her finish.
Buy it for you. No, but as a woman here, they already know you are making up to them or more than them. So it's a bit hard for you to find a relationship here. Anyway, if you find one, congratulations. But if you're still looking at, you need to bring yourself down. Seriously, like you need to, as a woman, forget about everything. If not, to find relationship, we'll keep looking.
We'll keep looking. Listen, it's not about competition. I don't think any man is having problems with his wife making similar or more than money than him. It's not about that. Sometimes it's just the attitude and the entitlement that comes with someone who makes more money like that and is looking down upon you. How many times have we seen that?
Get fucking wrecked.
Ladies, never date down, okay? Do not date a man who you're more successful than him, you have more money than him, you're better off in life than him. Do not date him because you are going to be settling.
So women, we're more educated now, and I think that we're furthering our education. So with that being said, we're going to hold off on the baby making. We're going to hold off until we get that great job, really career driven. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there's anything wrong with hoping that there's someone either on your level or higher than you.
Before, right, it was okay when the man made more money to be the one to buy everything, to do, treat you and all this other kind of stuff. And now that you make more money, you can't be that one, right? You can't be the one to pay for the meal and because you're dating down.
I ain't dealing with no broke. We always hear this. So men just don't want to handle all of that nonsense. If women were okay with, hey, like, okay, he makes less than me, but it's fine. And, they can still be able to have a great relationship in the household without being disrespectful, then cool. Even some people mention this in the comments. Look at this. This is not completely true, Sha. Women I've met in Canada are completely pompous. It's looking like it's better I go bring someone I know from Nigeria. These single men in Canada have seen things. Another person is like, it's not about the money. It's character that comes with the money. It's not about the money they make. It's the arrogance that comes with the money they make.
He ain't lying.
So I saw someone reply to this comment and they said she doesn't actually cry on command, she uses eye drops, and I'm gonna prove that wrong. I do cry on command, but I can't cry on command in the sense like I just stand here and start crying. I need a scenario, a script, or something to emotionally connect to. So when I act out a scene and it's a sad scene, the tears just flow naturally. Let me show you. You cheated on me in my own bed? How could you? All of those years we spent together gone to waste, gone to nothing.
Jesus.
Why would you do that? I would never do that to you. I would never do that to you.
Hey!
So guys, that's how I fake cry. It's really useful if you want to manipulate.
No! Oh, no. You guys, white tears are dangerous. The fact that you can do that with a scenario built like that is crazy. Fellas, if you're ever in a situation where your woman is crying, be sure to record the whole thing from beginning to end because, golly, that is diabolical.
A few years back, I guess it was probably 2019, I met a girl. We worked together for only about 2 weeks. She decided to leave the company shortly after she started. But while she was there, she added me on Facebook and we exchanged phone numbers. And after she left, we would text here and there, message each other back and forth here and there for about a year or two. And one night she must have been going through something, but she decided she wanted to invite me over for a drink and a movie. And I didn't have much going on that night, so it didn't take a whole lot of convincing. And I decided to take her up on her offer. So shortly after that, I got in my car and I drove over to her apartment. She answered the door with a smile on her face. She asked me if I'd like something to drink, and I said sure. And she poured me a glass of Crown Royal and Coca-Cola. Nothing fancy, but I would prefer that. A little bit of whiskey, a little bit of Coca-Cola, it goes good together. Anyways, we sat there and we watched a movie, and I looked over. She had a smile on her face. You know that smile when a lady's just waiting for you to make a move. So I decided, you know what? I've been here before and I've done this before. Not with this particular girl, but I think I know what to do. So I made a move. And I don't think I have to go too far into detail about what happened next. And over the course of the next, I'd say about 1.5 to 2 years, we continued this many, many times. Not once did we ever go on a date. Not once did we ever go out to dinner. It was either my place or hers. Maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month, whatever. It was off and on, friends with benefits type deal. Every time I would go over to her apartment, she was an excellent hostess. On a hot summer day, I'd walk in the door 110 degrees. She'd greet me with a bottle of ice water. Excellent hostess. Excellent girl. She took care of me every time we were together. And also every time I would show up at her doorstep, there was a guy sitting across the walkway on his porch, his patio. He'd always nod his head and wave at me when I was walking in. Anyways, this girl was about as wholesome of a girl as you're possibly going to find in this day and age. She was good looking. She could cook. She was an excellent hostess. She knew how to take care of a man. Very friendly, very cooperative, active member of her church, served. She was a well-respected lady. And we just had a friends with benefits thing going on. Anyways, one day I'm scrolling through Facebook and her post pops up and it says she had just gotten married. It's her and some guy standing there. He's in the wedding tux and she's in a wedding gown, and they had their wedding. Now, I should throw in this piece of information. She and I had hooked up 2 weeks prior to this wedding taking place. I'm doing the math here for you. Seems like to my calculation that this guy had probably been courting her for several months, maybe years, and he decided that she was a good woman and he wanted to marry her, so he got down on one knee and he got engaged. And then several months later, the two of them got married. Not once did she ever bring this guy up. Not once did I ever see any signs of her being with anybody else. Not once was he ever there when I showed up at her apartment. I knew nothing about him, and I'm sure he knew nothing about me. The reason I'm telling you this story is because there's 3 men in this story, and whether you like it or not, if you objectively look at yourself and answer this question, you gotta be one of these 3 guys. So which guy are you? Are you the guy that's marrying her? Are you the guy that's hooking up with her and having a good time, maybe until that guy comes along? Or are you the guy that's sitting across the walkway, choosing to stay single and not participate, but seeing what's going on behind the scenes? Which guy are you?
Jesus.
It's an evil world we live in.
One is oblivious and the 2 are aware of what's going on. That's crazy. I think generally for all men, we've probably been either one of the 3 or all 3. You know what's even funny? That guy across the hall could be the guy who might have married her and is just watching. Bro, when you've lived in Canada as long as I have, you see things that are super weird. You experience a lot of crazy things out here. Like some people are married, but the husband is okay with his wife exploring other places, especially as he watches.
You are a bad boy. You are a bad boy. You are a very bad boy.
I'm just gonna say that up to here. I don't want to be, flagged for inappropriateness, but they enjoy watching. That is so out of realm for where I'm from, because you know, in Africa we're all about monogamy, but at the same time when I think about it, we usually have people who are married to like 3 or 4 wives. I don't know if all of them are involved together or maybe it's separate.
What?
Touching both of my daughters.
All right, so if y'all don't know who this lady is, she is the new trophy wife. She goes by trophy wife. All her content is about finding rich men and how to get rich men and how long she's been a trophy wife, right? So basically she goes from talking about how she was a single mom and then how she turned into a housewife. Mind you, with these trophy wives, they never show their husbands. They always talk about their husbands, but they never show their husbands. It's because they're old, tricking men. So basically coming up this year, I guess her husband ends up touching their daughters. He's touching his own kids. I feel bad for the daughters and all the kids because of that. That's sad, right? But I don't feel bad for her, the mom. Don't feel bad for the mom because this was your choosing. You chose to use a man for his money and date men for their money. This is on you. And this is where I found this out at. In her earlier YouTube videos, she said this.
I happened to come across Shira7 on YouTube, and she completely changed my life. And she basically taught me what a high value man is.
I don't feel bad for you. The kids, yes, but you know. You sat here and just said that Shira7, the sprinkle lady, changed your life. When you know she gives whole advice. When these women are talking about high value men and the men to date, they're talking about tricks. They never talk about a man's character. Why is there never conversations about how to get a man with good character? It's always about, oh, if he's rich, just date him. That's high value. If he's rich, date him, wife him, girl. Snatch him for his money. And that's what you did. Ended up marrying a man that nobody knows what he looks like, but you ended up marrying a man with bad character for his money. Shira7 taught you that. That's the sprinkle education you got. And also, her husband is 20 years older than her. You married a man 20 years older than you. That's what Shira teaches you? You fucking stupid. Make content like this and never show their husbands. How to stay spoiled. What I wish I knew before dating rich men.
Oh my God.
Shit like that. And then you end up marrying a monster. Shira7's content will leave you like this. Dating men with bad character. Go date a regular man. Stop trying to date rich men. It's going to set you up just like this. I feel bad for those kids, bro. Real talk.
Wait. I think there was the picture of the husband. Let's see. It was where she was sitting. Where was that? Yeah, right over there. That's where the husband is. It's like this fat, chubby black guy. Like a washed up lizard. I don't know, man. He's right over there in the back. That's the husband. How you bring your kids into this type of lifestyle, bro? Yes, I understand the richness, the wealth is very alluring, but you need to have assessed him, his character, bro. Like, you should have seen red flags from the beginning before you started introducing your kids to him. And now your kids are going to be learning from this. Like, imagine they're scarred. This is what you're teaching your kids? For what? All this for money? This was not worth it. Now, like, what can be done after this? Like, yeah, you can sue him, can put a restraining order, but man, that trauma that the kids have faced, that can never go away. And the education that they're teaching, they talk about the glamorous side of what it is. Oh, you get the money, about all the splurging that they're doing, all the expenses that are covered for you. You don't even have to worry about it. But behind all of that, the mental gymnastics you're doing just to be able to tolerate him. Now you're teaching it after it's already done. Like, imagine how many people had to have gone through all of this just to find out at the end of the tunnel that it was just all for nothing.
Do a lot if we really feeling you. It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So you ain't like your husband?
Oh!
I ain't trying to embarrass my husband even more on the internet, but he was a simp and I seen the opportunity and I took it.
Well, I'm saying, how you call your husband a simp? Oh, and she said she took the opportunity when she saw it. What? This is why people are afraid of me getting married.
What his qualities was?
I mean, for one, he accepted the fact that I have 3 kids.
So you got 3 kids too?
I have 3 children.
And a nigga supposed to come with the bag?
They supposed to come. And that's why you have to have a bag.
Yeah.
Like, you got to take care of me and my kids.
So, like, you automatically get these responsibilities?
Yes.
Stop playing.
I'm not playing.
And how many niggas doing this?
I have between 2 and 3.
I'm saying, how many?
Oh, you know what? Why should I even be surprised, bro? Why should I be surprised? Think about it. We were here worried about Sims taking care of single mothers, but when you think about it, like, that's OnlyFans. Those women out there are literally selling their bodies, and there's so many people subscribe to them. The company's raking billions.
Have you ran into in life?
Okay, so let's say I run into 100 dudes. Probably about 4 of them.
Yeah, they're about the odds.
I
fuck with that now.
Probably about 4 of them.
They're about the odds. All right.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's so that kind of sound like you are delusional. You just catching, it's just a sucker born every day.
Basically.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying, a nigga that's, so you ain't never caught no nigga that's worth something doing that though. Am I kidding?
I probably have one. See, the way this game work is you have to get with a man who ain't used to dating bad.
Oh no, well, she put it right there. That last sentence she said. Usually it's guys who have a lot of money but have never ever dated a fine woman. Maybe sometime with someone who just recently just came across money. And this is the first time that a fine woman is even giving him attention. And the little bit of attention that he's getting, that's enough for him to spend all his money on her. Out of 100 men that approach her, 4 of them, hey, Kevin Samuels, bro, you guy, he was really spitting. This is why the Delulu is really Deluluing, huh?
You said in your 20s you was having fun. Would you say that you bamboozled a bunch of men?
Hell yeah.
Okay, fair. So we're in agreement, right? You know why men in their 20s can't bamboozle women? 'Cause we don't got no money.
Period.
So you spend all of our 20s getting bamboozled, a beautiful woman like you, who we may have thought like that could be my wife, and you bamboozled us in our 20s. Now a nigga got money now.
It's time to do the bamboo.
It's time to do the bamboozling. And what happens is when a woman is now in her position, late 20s, early 30s, she's like, I'm ready to be someone's wife.
Yeah.
Well, now you finna get bamboozled. And I'm not saying it's okay, but what I'm saying is that you had your time to bamboozle. A man can't bamboozle until he got the resources to do some bamboozling. Show me a black man in their early 20s who don't come from a prominent family who got resources to bamboozle. Finally, when they make some money, I'm finally a VP of my job. I'm 30. Wait a minute. I can do all the things that I watched that woman do with that other guy that I like. So now I'm going to do that to these women, and I feel like women get upset when a man does it. But then they'll openly say, like you just said in your 20s, I was bamboozling nigga.
Bro, people be bamboozling even when they're in their 20s, bro. You'll be surprised. Everyone can do it. Even broke people can bamboozle.
It's not like I forgot how to get pussy just because I fucking became homeless. It's more like I see opportunities and I capitalize on them. I'm actually a little bit Czechoslovakian.
It's just now you need to be able to finesse the world, because if you don't, you're going to get finessed. It's a dog-eat-dog world. No one's going to be out here feeling sorry for you. I mean, this is how I see for us men, at least. You need to be very smooth in this world. You need to be able to traverse any situation that comes across you. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. If you like the video, make sure you like, comment down below, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.